I know. Change up.
I know, right? So we should be live streaming here. Yes, we are. For the last 7 seconds, we've been live streaming. But when somebody goes here, I think that we have the monetization thing on, so they probably aren't hearing that first part, which is good because all we're doing is rambling. Hey, we're not rambling no more. How's it going, everybody? Who do we have in the chat? Aaron I, John Wayne, and of course everybody that's on the panel right now. Hopefully we'll get a couple more people if people want to come. Hey, isn't there like a flying or something going on this weekend? What's going on this weekend? Where is everybody? Anybody know?
What? Burden's is coming up, yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder if everybody, because that's like the 2nd of September, right?
Yeah, it's
3rd through the 6th.
Yeah, at the birthplace of aviation.
Yeah. Oh, is that what that is? Okay. I wish I could go.
You must be talking about Ohio.
Yes.
Oh.
Just barely in Ohio, though. It's almost Kentucky.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, you go up and there's a river there. I forget it's the Ohio River. Hey, no, you fly over the river and you're in Kentucky. You fly back, and
Ohio
you're in Ohio.
Buckeyes. Boo, Buckeyes.
Oh, get out of here! Take your war.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah. Won't be long. We'll be starting, JP. Yeah, you and me.
When are you getting there, JP?
What's that?
When are you getting there?
Friday, I think. Sometime. I don't know. I'm waiting on a pull cert in the mail from Sky Sports. So
is it an aftermarket?
It's just the Vitarazi one.
I just saw one. I've been looking at the Paramotor. What is it? Build your own Paramotor thing on Facebook. I think that I can't remember the actual name, but someone was showing a new starter for their Paramotor because like yours, it keeps on breaking. I was going to send it to you, but
Nick Griffith keeps telling me about there's a way to modify the new Mosters and use like a $30 Briggs and Stratton full start on it. It's something I'm gonna consider if I keep having issues because
that idea came from Todd Scott, and he definitely I think that fix would be right up your alley, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into it. Yeah, it's as much issues that I've been having lately. It's crazy to keep throwing money at it, but I don't know. I think I got something else going on, and
could be that back thing that I had to replace because my starter did that when I first got it too. Then I replaced that whole back end, and since then nothing, no problems.
How was yours failing? What was it like?
It would shear. The little post would shear, and then it wouldn't be solid on there, so I couldn't start it.
Gotcha.
So there's like a little pit or divot where it actually was supposed to be flat, but it was pitted.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was a big, I know it's a big chunk of money to get these things fixed, but they're not certified. They're not certified flying aircraft. This is all experimental.
Right.
So when we go out and fly, it's not like, hey, this is certified by anybody. This is like certified by us.
Yeah.
Crazy to think about that.
That's why we're not allowed to fly over people. This stuff might fall off.
I know. It's like, sorry, my motor just fell off. How crazy is that? Tonight, guys, ladies and gents, we are just going to be talking about paramotors and paramotor accessories. Or we can talk about propane and propane accessories. No, let's talk about paramotors. I like that much better. So as always, we introduce everybody on the panel. And if you want to be on the panel, just let me know in the chat. I'll send you the ID and passcode. You can just join us. We're just going to be chatting for about an hour or so. Tonight, we're going to be talking with one of our panel members that decided to fly into some water without any floats. I'm sure that's going to be really interesting to hear about. And one of our pilots went from a 80cc motor to a 185 and thought, holy smokes, that's amazing. So we got those things to talk about here in the future. Anyways, let's go ahead and introduce everybody. We got Brian Bale Waller. What's up, buddy?
How's it going, everybody? just got back from an awesome trip, man, and it is good to be home. But it was a great trip. Got a lot of stories to tell from the trip for sure. Had some really cool experiences. Made a lot of friends. Met some cool people, and mainly got a lot of flights in. I think I put 30 hours on my motor, and about the same amount of days. So it was good.
Well, that's really awesome. And we talked a little bit before the show too. You had a little scare, but you made it down okay. Did we want to talk about that tonight?
Yeah, sure. I'll play the clip in a little while. I had a gust front hit. We were going to check out some hot air balloons that are supposed to be in my local town, and they weren't flying for good reason. And we had a gust front hit us and had probably one of my sketchiest landings ever. So hopefully it will always be my sketchiest landing, short of the hay bale crash anyway.
Yeah, because kind of that hay bale crash was your sketchiest landing ever.
Yeah, if you want to call that a landing.
Hey, you landed. You were on the ground. You landed. Well, glad that you're all right, and I can't wait to watch that clip with you. We also got JP Tulo in the house. What's up, JP Tulo, or also known as TikTok Tulo?
What's up, guys? Happy to be here.
So you're wearing a blue shirt and not a white shirt. What was it? What happened?
Oh, I got in trouble. I needed to dress up and comb my hair. Make myself presentable.
Did you let them know that? You let them know this is a podcast and we don't get but maybe 20 people that watch it anyway. So
I gotta be presentable.
I know, right? So you got any good TikToks that made a couple million hits yet?
Nothing new. Oh, I did do something new.
Yeah.
You want to see something new? It's kind of cute.
I'm always about new and cute.
Okay, here we go. Not exactly paramotor related, but
so you're gonna answer that?
Did you hear that ringing?
Is that girlfriend 1 or 2 calling?
No. Here we go. Can you hear the sound? There really isn't any sound.
Let me guess. There's a cat involved. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I
Hita,
I remember the
wait for it.
I lost it when I saw that on Instagram.
Oh, it shrank.
You shrunk the cat, man.
Shrunk the cat.
Nice.
Oh, oh my God, JP, you are so funny.
boy. If I could do that with the dogs and have puppies, that would be so much nicer. Why is it that kittens and puppies are so much cuter?
Can't help it. They're just so adorable, you know?
So you put this up a day ago, and how many hits you got?
Not a whole lot. I don't know.
Did you get a hashtag nap in there somewhere?
I should have. I didn't think about it.
You probably would have got an extra million hits for that.
I know,
probably.
right?
18 likes. I don't know. Not a whole lot.
Guess somebody was going to have to go over to your TikTok and like that last one.
Yeah, I need all the love. 205 views. That's. I don't know. My channel has just been.
I would so much
terrible.
get a cat if they didn't grow up.
Yeah, if they didn't get up. Yeah, absolutely. That's what. I wish they would say kittens forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they didn't have claws and they stayed small, I would have cats too. Oh,
Yeah.
and if their pee didn't smell bad.
Right.
Yep. That'd be it.
They're what?
If their pee didn't smell bad,
Oh.
man, it's awful, but they're adorable. Speaking about adorable, we got Will Fly PPG. Welcome to the show, buddy. And you went from a 80 to a 185. What's that?
I went from an Atom 80 to a Moster 185 and got it all broken in and took my very first flight on it today. And wow, that's just all I can say. Wow, what a difference, man.
And how much do you weigh?
It's 150.
So you weigh 150 pounds and you were flying the 80 and what, take like 10 steps to get in the air or what?
Oh, more than that. Yeah, more than that. I don't know. I've never counted them, but I can tell you that within 3 or 4 steps with the Moster, I was in the air today.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a big old fat boy, so you know I need a 185 for sure. And you got some clips you said that you're going to share today, right?
I just have a 30-second clip of my first flight.
All right, everybody stay tuned because we're going to be showing that from willflyppg.com. We also got our Paramom USA. If you want to be on the show, make sure you get up with her. And she has a famous son too that does something on Thursdays, I think. What's that all about?
That's right. Wow, I didn't expect to be up. I thought, oh, we're going to do all, everybody else, and then here I am. Actually, my son Robert Michaels, paraglidingtalk.com on Thursday night. Y'all come and hang out. It's a blast. We have fun. We laugh. Make each other crazy and all that good stuff. And I just gotta do a shout out to all my chatters tonight. Thank you so much for doing our show.
Absolutely,
Love
we
you all.
appreciate that.
My chatter family.
Since we're talking about people in the chat, let's go ahead and see who we got. Let me scroll back a little bit. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of people in there.
Yay.
John Wayne, Aaron I, Angela Preslick is in the house.
Yay.
Mad Slopper. Okay, I didn't know about Mad Slopper. Slow Days, Yankee Paramotor, Flying Flamingo Jade. We're going to get up with her in just a moment. Randy Milstead, is your wife in here too? We got Deweese. There you are, Deweese. Will Fly. We just chatted with him. Let's see. A lot of people are chatting. Did I miss anybody?
Angela.
No,
Aaron.
he said Angela.
Did I? Okay, good. Whew. Susan Ray. What's up, Susan Ray? All right, good deal. We got a lot of people in the house. Welcome, everybody. Shannon Brooks in the house, too. Good. So welcome, everybody. Glad that you're here because, shows without people would be really boring. Let's see, who else do we have? Thank you, Paramount USA, Linda Anderson. We also got Flying Flamingo Jade in the house. Welcome, Flying Flamingo Jade. She does a all-lady podcast on Wednesdays. Tell us about that.
Hey, happy Monday, everyone. This week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central, we have a young lady from Louisiana, and her name is Kaylin DuPont. She's her first year in college, and she's got a few flights, it sounds like, under her belt, and looking to hear about how she got into this, and it sounds like she's flying with her dad. And she trained with True North, and her dad trained with Kyle O'Glee.
Oh, cool. All the people that we know.
We're hoping with the storms that everybody's doing okay. I've been trying to keep in touch with my friends down in the south, and I was talking to Kaylin last night and haven't heard anything from her today at all, but she sounded optimistic that they were going to pull through okay where she's at in college. So
that's good.
Hopefully everybody can join us on Tuesday night also on Shane's show and my show on Wednesday night with Shane's wife, Cupcake Krista.
Well, good deal. Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, definitely, we're all praying for everybody down there that's being hit by the hurricane. We're in Arkansas right now, and it just is really windy, and it's not a good day to fly, but not even close to what those folks are going through right now. So our hearts are out to you, and we're definitely praying for you. We also got Pooh Bear, #String Life. What's that all about, buddy?
Man, that's coming into this beautiful sport that you guys have, and it hooks you. It's like living on a thread, it eats you up.
Now, one of the things that we're doing is, and he's also a welder too. So hey, Shane made it. That's awesome. What's up, bud? And so PPG Pooh Bear is also a welder, and he's going to start welding up some frames that we're trying to put together and try to make a safer paramotor. How long have you been welding, Michael?
25 years so far, plus most of my
Wow.
life.
Now, if we can get you to start doing some more paramotor stuff and some trikes, we'll have a bunch of fun, won't we?
Oh yeah, unlimited fun.
Absolutely. Glad that you made it here, Michael. We appreciate you, bud.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We got the other Nick. Oh my goodness, the other Nick is here. What's up, buddy? You're on mute. Okay, now you're not on mute.
Hold on, guys.
What's up, man? The other Nick. If you don't know the other Nick, he's not the Nick, he's the other Nick.
Also
So
the
what
guy
you
that
up
went
to,
into the
buddy?
water,
What's that?
flying into the water.
Yeah, I heard about someone flying into the water. What
That would be
what
me.
happened? What that was you, huh? So what
Yep.
happened?
Trying to do foot drags too early into my career, you should say.
All right. Well, we're going to talk more about that later on, aren't we?
Yep,
Because you didn't have floats on, but your paramotor floated.
it did.
It floated. It.
It floated me up.
That's a good thing.
Awesome.
Well, glad that you're here. We appreciate you, and can't wait to hear about that story. We also got Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane in the house. What's up, buddy? I didn't think you were going to make it today.
Well, I just got done flying, and I'm trying this out to see if this will even work. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but I can hear you just fine. I am at the family farm up here in Ohio, waiting for Dave Purdon's, which I plan to leave here, I guess, Thursday morning. And we'll be at Dave Purdon's.
Awesome. Well, we could hear you a little bit, but you started to robot out on us. But we're glad that you're here, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
He figures that, we're glad that he's here.
Since he mentioned it, can we get a roll call for Purdon's in the chat and then on the panel?
I will not make it to Purdon's,
Sean's
unfortunately.
not going to make it. Brian's not going to make it.
JP is, though?
Nick's out. JP's going to make it. Will's going to make it.
Jade's going to make it.
Excellent. Jade's going to make it. Eric's going to make it. Nick, you in? Can't make it.
They got water, brother.
Okay.
They got
Like that water.
How about in the chat? Anybody shoot me a shout out if you're coming in the chat. And if you guys see me there, please come up and introduce yourself. I'm always anxious to meet people and tie the handles online to actual faces. So
Absolutely. I wish I could go. Just
Next
can't
year.
make it.
yeah, you can't make everyone. I can relate to wanting so bad to but not being able to. It's not realistic. I make as many I can every year, but you can't make them all. This is probably the closest one to me though. So it's kind of like my home flying, if you will. Plus it's in Ohio, so it's awesome. It's always going to be great flying weather.
I'm gonna have to make one in Arkansas and have a fly-in over here, just because it's gonna be easier for me to make a fly-in than me to go out and fly at different fly-ins. I just can't. I'm too old to drive for 12 hours and not get any sleep and try to go fly.
It takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of you.
does.
It throws you off your game. You're not used to the conditions, the area. It's always interesting.
I know. That's true. Well, we got a couple of good stories that we're going to be talking about tonight. First, I want to say something real quick because I may have found something that I liked. See if I can share that real quick. Does anybody have a airband radio that you can talk to other airplanes? Does anybody have one of those? And if you do, what kind do you have? I had one before also. You said Brian has one? And You have okay. Who else has one on the panel? Anybody have a airband radio?
Will, Jay.
Yes.
Okay, y'all do? Okay. So I found this online on Amazon. It's only $164. Well, 165 on Amazon, and it works really well, and it also has Bluetooth. So this is what I got, and it works for $164. What do you guys have, and do you like it? Is it Bluetooth, and what do they normally run?
I've
Anybody?
got an ICOM, which is what was suggested to me because I don't know anything about really, and I still don't. I use it very rarely. I don't fly out of towered airports often, and when I do, I don't know. I never got super into playing with the settings and stuff because once I'm up in the air, it's just so distracting. So I need to spend more time and get it dialed in just right, because I do think it would be super useful to be able to tune into air traffic and, you know, all that sort of stuff if you're in that sort of area.
Do you
Yeah,
use it for anything? I mean, when you're in the air, do you listen for traffic that's in your vicinity, or?
That's what I've tried to use it for that, and I always end up getting a lot more static than anything else, and it's just like layering static the entire flight, and it's probably something to do with the squelch, or some sort of setting on my helmet. I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. I just found it super distracting, but I don't think that's the typical experience for most pilots. So
Okay.
take
Yeah.
that for what it's worth.
Yeah, I'm enjoying local traffic personally because I had another one. It was, I think, ICOM, but it didn't work, and I had to send it back. But anyway, this one is really cool because we don't have towers, but I'm in the middle of 3 different non-towered airports, and to hear what's going on between them seems to be pretty darn cool, especially when I'm sitting on the ground, you know, kiting or ready to go take off or something. I know when traffic's going to be coming in and where they're coming in from. And I didn't know that before, you know, because I didn't have a radio. So it seems like it works out pretty good. And Brian, you go in and out of towered airports. Is that the reason why you have airband?
No, my dad flies experimental aircraft, and so we need to be able to communicate. And so I fly with the ICOM ICA6. And basically, it's an older version. They have a newer version of it out that has Bluetooth now, and it's a good radio. Dad and I can communicate clearly. Every time I'm near an airport that, like one of the uncontrolled airports that I'm at that are on a frequency like 122.8 or 122.9, I typically will monitor the frequency, so I know when there's planes coming in to land, but I usually won't communicate with them unless I'm getting ready to, you know, take off from that strip or something. I also fly with a 2-meter radio. Some of my friends have them, some don't, and it has FM built into it, so I like to turn on the jams every once in a while.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Hey, Sean,
Yes.
we have a comment in the chat. They want to know if you can share the Amazon link that you just put up there.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And also, Shannon Brooks says they use the Rexcon Bluetooth, really like it. She can put the radio in her lap pouch and use Bluetooth on the helmet. Aaron he uses a Bluetooth 2-meter Anytone brand. Aaron says he's going to Purdon's flying, so awesome. Be sure to come see me, man. Yankee says no, he's not going. Brian, you got a shout out to Red and the greenhouse. Who was that?
Oh yeah, Angela,
yeah. So try and not miss the comments. Usually I think Shane is on top of this for us.
Oh, Shane just said
Yeah.
hello.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. He says that he can't, nobody can hear him on the Zoom meeting,
Yeah.
so he'll be in the
Yeah.
chat. Before we move on from me on the radio issue, I will say that on my 2-meter radio, I've had multiple people that were able to communicate with me on the 2-meter radio. They said I had the clearest one. I'm running the Aviator headset. This is a Baofeng, Baofeng radio, 2-meter. It's a really good one. A friend gave it to me. The aviation radio I have it works good. I can understand my dad. Probably partly because he's my dad and I can understand him better than other people, right? But I have a really hard time understanding other pilots. Every time I'm at an airport, usually the best I can make out is runway 24 or something like that, or left-hand pattern. Typically everything else they're saying is I can barely understand a single thing. I can hardly make it out. I don't know if that's because I'm running the older radio. It's not Bluetooth. Mine is actually hardwired, both radios, to the
I would have
headset.
thought that a hardwire would give you a clearer signal, because
Yeah.
I have the same issue, Brian. Same issue.
Everybody else besides my dad on the aviation radio, I have a hard time understanding. So, yeah, it's tough at airports, all right.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. I mean, I can't understand anything other than, runway 22 or, whatever runway they're on. But as far as everything else that they're saying, it's really hard for me to understand. But it
I
seems
will
like
say that, that came in handy for me too, though, because I would catch. I remember there was one flight in particular where I just heard depart, and I knew, and then I saw a few minutes later there was a plane taking off. And just hearing, departure over the radio was enough to, have me keep my head on the swivel and know that there was going to be, additional traffic in my area. So when you get back to the risk to reward thing of it, is it worth having static buzzing in my ears for an entire flight and having to set it all up just for that, 30-second, when I should be having my head on a swivel the whole flight anyways, It's, so it's definitely something I want to look into and get set up better, because I think if it's set up right, it's an awesome tool. And I like having cool toys anyways. So I think there's no downside to having communication. The better communication we can have with the ground, with other pilots, the safer everyone's going to be ultimately. And I think as technology gets better and advances, it's just going to be easier and clearer, and I can't wait for that. So
when I want to talk with other people, I usually just call them. I don't use them.
I found that to be the most reliable.
Yeah, and easiest. And this right here is great just because I can have that in one of my ears. And if I can hear, like you said, departure or, runway or something like that, it's like, oh, okay, something's coming in or something's leaving. So yeah, I like that too. Who else on the panel? Jay, do you run a radio too, because you're in and out of a towered airport? Is that correct? And you're on mute too, just so you know.
No, we don't do towered airport. Eric carries around the ICOM IC8A16. We got that when we started flying this last year, and we have used it like just most recently at our local airport because we had a weeknight fly-in that we flew to, and there was about 30 other planes that were flying in also. So we just give them a heads up that we're coming in. Camping on weekends, we'll take it along, and he'll, when we get permission to launch from the airport in a certain area of the fields that they want us to go in, he'll call us out. And we were in Door County, which is a big touristy area. He just notified me that there was an airplane coming in. It was like 5 miles out, and within a couple minutes I saw it coming, and I just kind of kept going, getting out of its path of travel to the airport. So it's worked handy for us in a couple instances. When we were down in Outer Banks also, we used it there also.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. Ken Stamey, thanks for dropping $10 in the super chat. He said, hello, Parafam. Do we have anybody else in here? Darren Locklear. Never Trust the Skinny Chef. Shane said he's going to be in the chat because we can't hear him, unfortunately. Sorry, buddy, but we appreciate you. CMA Honey. Who else is here? Mark H. PPG Trike Jockey is in the house. Bill H. Shannon Brooks. John Wayne Will Fly. Paul Marzano. Did I get everybody that jumped in? I hope I did. If not, I'm sorry. All righty. We have 12 thumbs up and 20 people watching. We definitely appreciate the thumbs up. That always helps. Let's see. Who else in the panel uses a radio that wants to talk about it?
Wait, just saying. Just saying.
Yeah.
A nice shirt.
Flying Flamingo shirt.
Thank
We
you.
like
Will
that.
Fly uses a radio. I know it.
Love
I
it.
really want to hear his opinion on this.
Yeah, I use the ICOM basically because that's just what I've always used in aviation. It's just kind of the go-to radio. I don't have any experience with any of the others, and I don't use it for any tower airports, but I do use it extensively for uncontrolled fields. And my home LZ is uncontrolled and it's a busy little airport. So my experience with that is that I have trouble hearing. Is not a volume issue with me, it's a clarity issue. And I've been around flying long enough to pretty much, it's a lot easier for me to fill in the gaps of what I hear. You know, I kind of know where the other plane is and I'm expecting what they're going to say. I can kind of fill in the gaps. But that has been a problem ever since I started paramotoring, is finding good, clear audio.
Now you're GA also, right? You've flown regular airplanes?
Yeah.
And when you're in the cab of an airplane, those cups that you're wearing and the microphones are much better than the stuff that we have when we're flying paramotors, right?
Oh yeah, I got a good pair of David Clarks, and yeah, I have no problem with that. But of course, I don't have a motor right behind my ears too, So I know there's some other I can't remember who it is right now coming out with another headset. And I've got high hopes that will give me good, clear.
PPG Smoke.
What is it? PPG
Smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been researching and R&Ding that for feels like years now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Will, your ICOM AC, was it A16 or AC6?
A16.
A16. Okay, that's a newer version of what I have. Are you on Bluetooth or are you hardwired?
No, I was going to get the blue. Is that the ICA16? It looks familiar.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Yeah. I was going to get the Bluetooth, but I was steered away from that because I guess there was a little bit of an issue and lag somehow. I don't know if it was a transmission or the receiving end, but I just got the regular. Plus, I wanted the hardwire because I don't have anything Bluetooth on my setup.
Yeah. I know you get a good point on the engine inducing a lot of noise. It induces a lot of noise on all our electronic systems, whether it's the GoPro audio or any of the radios we're using. And I know somebody that actually strapped theirs to their foot and used a longer cable. What you showing there?
He's got the ICA14.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, go ahead and show it again. So you got the ICA14. Is that Bluetooth you said or not?
No, it's just hardwire.
And what does that run you?
This was, I'd have to look it up. I think maybe, I got it on Amazon. I couldn't even tell you. It was so long ago.
Just a ballpark figure.
200 maybe.
Okay.
Maybe not that much. It was. Let me get back to you on that.
That's no problem. I was just curious about the ballpark figure. Like I said, this one that I got here, this Rexon, is the cheapest one that I found.
Did you actually use that communicating with somebody, another pilot?
Yes.
Don? And you use it with the Bluetooth?
No, I've used it hardwire. even though it is Bluetooth, I'm using the hardwired. It seems to be easier.
How about you, Brian?
Both of mine are hardwired.
Oh, okay. I thought you had the
Straight into the aviator headset. But the engine in my, on my motor, it definitely creates a lot of noise in the system. Because, I've tested them all with the engine running and with the engine not running. It's a huge difference in the static.
So if they could put the motor about 5 feet back, that would help tremendously.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah, it's an issue. I mean, for a lot of the different systems. So I don't know. I find that if the motor is between me and the source I'm trying to communicate with, I can't talk to them, even if I'm within a pretty close range. If I'm turned to where the motor's behind me and the source, like my dad and the other plane is ahead of me, then I have a couple miles of communication there. So it's definitely an issue. I'm looking at probably going to upgrade my radio myself just to get the newer version.
Let me tell you what because I've been doing this for so long with this particular radio that I don't even think about it. But I take the radio, it's tethered, of course. I take it out of my pouch and I actually put the antenna underneath my leg to block out the static. Has anyone else done that?
Huh.
Yeah.
No.
Never thought about that.
Yeah. And so it because as soon as I take off, man, it's like, just constant noise. But if I take the antenna and stick it underneath my leg, hey, that's not convenient.
So my buddy James Parker, and he's on an Atom 80. The noise in his was so bad. I mean, we put copper foil all over his spark plug, wire, and everything, trying to get rid of it. Finally, he had an ankle strap for his radio and a long cable, and he had the radio that far away from the motor. So, to basically put his leg out, and he was able to get somewhat of a clear signal. So the distance does make a difference.
226 for the A14 is what I paid in 2019.
Yeah, I think I paid 300 for the ICA16.
We got a Yankee Paramotor said, please reiterate that there's a difference between the aviation band radios and the 2-meter radios. Now, Brian, you have both. Can you tell us the difference?
Yeah. Well, not totally. One says dual band FM transceiver, and that is the 2-meter radio. All right. And then the other one is a VHF airband transceiver, ICA6. So it's the aviation radio. They operate on different frequencies. That's the difference.
Do you have to have a license for the 2-meter?
Negative.
Okay. It's just for the ham radio part that you have to have a license, right?
Yeah, it's my understanding if you're a high wattage ground operator that you need a license. But if you're just a paramotor pilot and you want to land at a airport, you don't need a license to be able to communicate with the other radios.
Yeah, I know that you don't need a license to use an airband radio to receive or transmit if you're flying or if you're ready to take off, like, at an airport. You just can't be like, at your house talking to people up in the air.
Yeah, if you have a high wattage base station, that's another story.
Gotcha. I hope that answered your questions, Yankee Paramotor.
Yeah, I think there's some, I'm not really sure now, but I thought you did have to have a license for the 2-meter.
It's gray, I think.
That's the aviation radio that you require a license on the ground. The 2-meter,
yeah.
The 2-meter is what all the instructors and students use it in schools, and so they don't have any license for that.
Yeah, I know with the aviation radio, you're licensed by rule. If you're operating an aircraft, but okay, it's interesting. I gave up on 2-meter radio a long time ago because I got tired of saying, "What did you say? What was that? What did you say?" So I just kind of gave up on it. You can only ask someone to repeat something so many times before you feel kind of ridiculous, and yelling it doesn't help.
No, that's why I said if I'm going to talk with somebody or communicate, the phone seems to be the easiest way. Also, the Bluetooth headsets, like the like the motorcycle ones that you can put in the helmets, they can communicate on intercom too. So you can just have a bunch of people on intercom, and that seems to work. But I don't know. I think calling seems to be the easiest. What do you guys think?
I haven't had great luck with the intercoms on the Senna. Like there's supposed to be this awesome mesh system and yada yada, but it's just always so staticky, and I think our motors cause a lot of issues with, like we're saying, not just audible noise but electronic noise because of the vibrations and the I don't know how to explain it, but
Does an electric paramotor fix all those issues?
I think it would help. I think it would.
Didn't even think about that. I wish I would have brought my or would have connected everything when I flew that electric paramotor. Maybe I need to refly and retry with electronics. That might be something to think about.
Yeah.
Hey, Todd said something in the chat that was really interesting. He said they are operating under FCC carve-out obtained by USHPA. I would sure love for him to expound on that.
Who is
Yeah.
that?
Yankee Paramotor.
Let me go ahead.
Anyway, Yankee, is there any way you can hop on the show and enlighten us? You seem pretty knowledgeable about this stuff.
Yeah, let me drop the ID and passcode in the chat real quick. And before I do that, because we get some weird people that are watching this, I need to add in our waiting room. So the waiting room is now on. So when you log in, I will be able to see you. So here's the meeting ID and passcode. If you want to jump on and talk with us, please do so, and we'll let you in.
Nick Griffith says he has the Sienna and a Rexon 530. He doesn't have issues. He's got it with a top 80. So I think that the top 80 doesn't vibrate nearly as much as the Moster.
Well, I mean, I've flown the Atom 80 long enough to know how it performs as far as radio goes.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It'll be interesting to see the difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have or have not had any issues with the Atom 80 with a radio?
I have.
You have?
Absolutely have. It's always been a problem for me.
Is it just because of the 80s or why?
I don't know. I mean, I've only flown the one motor. So I've done everything. I mean, that you could imagine to try to resolve the issue, from putting those ferrites all over everything, those little magnet clip-ons that you go around. That I think that did help a little bit, but it didn't resolve the issue. And from what I understand, I've been told that my transmission is crystal clear. It's just my reception that's it's just kind of garbled, it's just not clear.
I wonder if you use like noise canceling headsets. Like I've been using the Bose noise canceling headset, and that is a world of difference. I can hear so much better than I could before on anything else, even the Senna.
You did remember you did that show where you popped on, you were actually flying.
Right. Yeah. That was just the regular earbuds that came with my iPhone though.
Wow.
Since then, I've used the Bose noise canceling, which to me on my side, as far as like hearing things, much better. But yeah, as far as transmitting, you guys heard it like I was like I was in front of a computer. You didn't even hear the motor, right?
Mm-hmm. It was a real good connection, real good quality.
Interesting.
Yeah. See, Nick says that in the chat, he says, we were flying together. He says, your transmission was great the other day, slightly static, but not much. So,
Interesting. Well, if we get Yankee Paramotor on here, we'll definitely have him chat. If not, we got a couple of things that we wanted to talk about, and it's already 7:45 on my side. Will, since you're on here, do you want to talk about your flight with the 185 and maybe share your flight with us?
Yeah, sure. I would like to give a shout out to Darren Locklear and Alan Surratt from Carolina PPG. One of the things that I wanted to have the Moster and the new motor before Dave Purdon's, because I knew there were going to be people there at Purdon's that could actually help me out and give me tips if I needed to and stuff like that. Long story short, he freaking got my motor here in 2 days. so thank you for that. But I was a little nervous, to tell you the truth, of making the transition from, the Atom to the Moster because of that extra power,
More so than that, do you notice the extra weight when you're getting ready to set up and all that? Is it so much heavier?
I do notice it, but primarily because I did the break-in, the break-in literally, I did that all on my back. So yeah, I noticed that. But it is by far much easier to have the extra weight and take 3 or 4 steps and be in the air than it is to have something that weighs less and have to run 5 times further or 10 times further. So I've only had one flight, and thus far I'm sold, and I really wish I would have done this a long time ago.
Oh, that's very interesting that you said that. I know that you tried to climb some altitude also, and you couldn't keep up with Shane. Is that correct, with your 80?
Oh, Shane, watch out, brother. I forgot about that. Yeah. You want me to share the a little 30-second clip I have of my launch?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just did that. Tonight. Get set up here. There.
Yeah, I dropped the ID and passcode to, you have to open up Zoom if you want to join us. Zoom.us. If you don't have an account already, just make an account and then drop in that ID and passcode and wait for me to let you in the chat or the room, whatever you want to call it. So join us anytime that you want to.
Yankee Paramotor did respond in the chat. He said that from what I understand, they have 5 frequencies that they can use. I don't know where it is in the chat right now. It's covered up, but let me share this here.
Okay.
I think he's trying to get in here. I don't think he's super familiar with it. He doesn't do it a whole lot. He said he was coming.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, absolutely. So what motor, what frame do we have and where are we using it?
Okay, so this is the Power to Fly Titan with the Moster 185. And the same wing I was using with the Atom is Macpera, Colorado.
What size?
Yeah.
At 23.
23. That's like a cross-country wing.
Yeah, and I'm a little with the Atom 80. Even with this motor, I'm still a little light on it, but I love that wing. I really do. So here we go. Count the steps.
How much wind are we talking?
No, that wasn't even full power. I can't wait to get
Look
up
at
there
that climb.
Wow, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
The whole freaking time I'm climbing like that, I'm just like, oh man, I was just ecstatic, because normally to get that altitude, I gotta work for it, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So how long did it take you to get to a mile?
Oh no, this is still part of the break-in. You go out for 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna find out though at Perth.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it. Hey, there's Todd.
Todd, all right. I had to put you on mute because you were echoing. Let's see. So that was awesome, Will. Definitely awesome.
That's awesome, man. So how long did it take you to get to a mile?
Oh, no, this is still.
It's not me.
Who's
I'll
doing
be,
that?
30 minutes.
Todd,
I'm gonna find out.
Todd, can you mute your YouTube?
Yeah, Todd, you got to mute your YouTube.
The playback.
we ain't quite running at light speed yet. There's a little bit of delay, so we hear each other.
So you trying to go to a mile up at Curtains? You said, Will?
Oh, yeah, or higher.
Yeah,
Now that I got something to,
I'll go up with you.
all right, man.
I told Jade and Eric I have a list of people I need to get wingtip bump pictures for my Instagram, and you're one of them.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
yeah, I've never done that
Yeah.
before.
Oh, okay, we'll definitely do it then.
Right on.
Let's see. I think I already got one of those. Oh wait, this is the picture.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I got one.
Boom, there
Okay,
it
now.
is.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
We got a couple at that's not even the one from this year. That was at where was that? Suwanee?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've gotten quite a few ever since then.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a couple that were. All right, that's enough.
Well, I think that was one of them, wasn't it? That picture?
Yeah. Before then, you didn't know leg sideways.
Yeah,
didn't know,
yeah.
did you?
I didn't know about scissors and yeah. So learned that one the
man, it's
hard
all
way.
good.
Living
Well-
life.
Go ahead, Brian.
So Will, all in all, man, supposedly there's like 130 pounds versus 170 pounds of thrust between the two different engines. I mean, do you feel like you're on a rocket ship, man, or what?
I feel like freaking Superman. Seriously. I mean, you guys are used to flying Mosters, and it's just, don't get me wrong. The Atom 80, it's fuel efficient, it's quieter, it's lighter, but I wanted something a little more powerful, and I'm sold. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're gonna be ripping some massive wing overs, man. You're gonna be burning like 6-7 liters of fuel an hour before you know it.
Dude, I'm just excited to get to 2,000 feet. So I'll start there and work my way up.
The fun meter is gonna go way up, but the fuel meter is gonna go way down.
So with the 80, what's the highest altitude you're able to reach?
Oh,
4,800 feet.
yeah, 4,950 is all I could do. Okay. But John Wayne, he did go up to a mile. So it could have been a tuning issue or whatever. What fuel efficiency do you get typically on the, or how much fuel do you use per hour on the Mosters?
With my big fat butt, I can probably get about 2.5 hours on 5 gallons.
Okay. Well, speaking liters.
I don't speak liters.
Like 18 liters, 19 liters, I think.
Okay.
When I started
Hey,
flying
Siri.
my Moster, I was 4.5 liters an hour starting out. Just take off, cruise around, taking it easy, no wing overs, no aggressive climb outs. And now I'm easily 6.5 liters an hour that I'm burning. Just because
you're more aggressive, or
yeah, it's just the way you fly. I mean, you're doing more climbing, you're ripping more wing overs, you're in the throttle more, and it makes a big difference. Yeah, I mean, 6.5 liters an hour. I've heard of people doing even worse than that. Versus what on your Atom 80, you were getting 2.5 liters an hour?
no, not that good. No, it's more like
Okay.
3.5.
3.5.
Maybe 3.5. Again, depends
So you
on
could,
how aggressive I am with the throttle.
so you
I
could
don't
have flown
care
three
what
hours.
anybody
a
else
day.
says. Will, you my Superman. That's what I'm gonna say.
Let me tell you, if I would have had the lack of power on my landing on this gust front, I would have smacked into the ground. If I would have not had the power of the Moster 185 to climb out when I hit that sink, I'm pretty sure I would have been okay, but I would have been getting up out of a peanut field.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us about the gust front and show the video and let us know what happened? I mean, I'm excited. This is cool.
Yeah, so All right, so I've had a couple of interesting experiences lately on the paramotor when I was flying. One of them, my first very flight in Pennsylvania with an instructor up there, Chris Oker, and we took off and we got in the air, and a gust front hit us, and it took me a few attempts to land, and my wing was doing wing overs without me wanting to do it, and I finally was able to get down. And at that point, I thought that was my roughest, kind of sketchiest landing. So let's see if I can pull this up right here. Share screen. I'm gonna try sharing the sound to start with. Y'all let me know if you see black squares. Oh, wrong one.
Wrong screen. I'm getting my popcorn ready to watch this movie.
All right, here we go. So I had already at this point taken, we took off and we were going to go fly with some hot air balloons, which didn't fly because they weren't in the air. And I took a wing collapse on the right side, and I'm turning around at this point. I'm just trying to get back and land.
All right, we're going in by landing. Screw that. I think he's coming in behind me.
Where are you
Y'all hear it?
from,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is an airport close to home, about a 15-minute drive for me. It's a few thousand.
Oh! Gust front. Shit! Shit!
Wow.
Where were your trims at, Brian?
The trims were at neutral at this point.
White line or the red line or whatever?
Red line
Take
in
off.
the middle, Spider 3.
Yeah.
Look at that grass.
You're not
So
even
you'll
going
see,
forward
I'm
at
not
this
going.
point.
I'm not going forward.
Yeah. That's crazy.
This looks.
Please go away, Gust front. Look at those trees, man.
This looks super soft though, right there. You just like a butterfly, man, brought it
Oh
down.
man!
Time to ride it.
Wow. Wow. Awesome landing. Wow. So
It was a little sketchy. Luckily it was a wide open area. It was perfectly flat. Both sides of the flat runway were a very soft, crop of peanuts. I thought for sure that I was gonna, maybe damage some gear, but I got lucky, I guess. Not lucky. I just kept flying it until I got the right opportunity to land, and
Never stop flying the aircraft,
you
right?
fly it to the ground, and as you can see, I was all over the place, just trying to get anywhere near the runway. When I finally was able to, I was looking down at the grass, and before I was looking at the grass and the trees that were waving around. And when I was looking at the grass at the time I landed, I noticed that it was all slicked over. So it's kind of smooth, laminar turbulence or whatever you want. Anyway, so I was able to just drop it down and land it. I killed that wing, man. I knew I had to pull that right brake hard and turn into the wing, and it did exactly what I wanted it to do. Thank goodness I had some decent training on how to kill the wing in a trike. But
I think you created a new term there, laminar turbulence.
Yeah, I know. It is now.
I love it.
So you got some laminar turbulence. Now here's something for people that are new to the sport, and listen, that they do get into something that we just saw right here with Brian fighting a gust front. How would you explain to do something like this to someone new if they get caught into this gust front laminar?
Is that question for me? Because
that question is for you. You did it. So did you check your trims to make sure that they're a certain setting? And then when you landed, what would you do to kill your wing?
So I got into some nasty air, and I knew to be safest on the wing, I had already I got into some turbulence, and then I felt my right hand go slack. I took a collapse on the right side of the wing. And after that, I was like, okay, I'm headed back. And at the point where I was headed back to the runway, in this process, I knew I'm coming in for a landing and I want to do it the safest way possible. I put trims neutral. And so the whole time I was trying to land, I was trim neutral. I was off tip steering. No, I was still holding tip steering because I'm in the habit of holding them now. They're not tied in. So I'm trims neutral, holding brakes, and tip steering, and I'm active piloting the whole time. You're filling the wing. You know, by active piloting, you've got some brake pressure applied to both sides, and you're filling the wing. And there was times when I hit the gusts and I just went straight up 20 or 30 feet. You expect the sink to come afterwards. And there was one time that the sink came and I was full throttle pulling brakes, and it climbed out just in the nick of time. So you got to fly it to the ground. I mean, you got to fill the wing, and and don't commit to landing until it feels right. And then when you do commit, kill that wing as quick as possible.
Now, as soon as you touched down, did you kill your engine, or did you keep it on, or what?
I killed the engine as quickly as possible, because you never know if you're going to get tipped over. Actually, it's funny you should ask that, because my engine kill switch just quit working the flight before that one. And I flew anyway because I have a secondary kill switch fired in parallel. So instead of the kill switch on my hand killing my engine, I had to reach down and hit the little toggle switch that I installed on the J-arm to kill my engine. So it's not as quick and handy, but I was prepared for it. It wasn't a big deal.
Now, when you killed your wing, how did you kill your wing to keep it from, pulling you back and turtling and just dragging you back down?
So if you're going straight into the wind, you pick one way, left or right, you're going to kill it. And you always want to kill it all the way to the one side or another, and then turn into the wing. Ultimately, you want to end up where you're facing the wing and the wing is downwind of you, so it can't pull you over sideways and on the trike. And that's how a lot of injuries happen on trikes. Well,
glad that you made it. That was an awesome video. I can't wait to see the actual YouTube video of it. And that was pretty scary, man.
Yeah, I have to be honest with you, it was a little fun. I saw Kyle O'Glee land into some of those gusty conditions. I saw him do some backwards landings and stuff like that. I don't know. It was a little scary. It was one of those situations where I was definitely the pilot in the air, wishing I was on the ground. But once I got on the ground, the adrenaline was going, and it was it was exhilarating. I'll put it that way. I'm glad it turned out like it did.
It looked like it was. Jim CR120 in the chat said trimming out might be a consideration. Have you thought about trimming out to get more penetration, or were you worried about your wing collapsing in such high wind? I'm flying 100% loaded on my Spider, and I had a full tank that day. So I was probably about 102, 103% loaded on my wing when I did take that wing collapse on the right side. But that was because of the gust. You always got to wonder, though, when you do the math, if that 2 or 3% weighted overload had anything to do with it. I know plenty of people to fly 120, 130% loaded on their wings all the time. So, just the engineer in me wants to overthink those things. But yeah, those things happened, and those were the conditions. So you take what you can from it and learn from it. Well, we definitely appreciate your insight on such a, what'd you call it, a laminar gusty laminar winds? That's pretty
laminar
cool.
Turbulence.
Laminar turbulence, yes. That was pretty awesome. Well, it looks like we lost a bunch of people because we've been on too long. It's a little bit after 8 o'clock. Anybody have any more stories they want to share, or are we ready to go ahead and GTFO?
GTFO. I am going to put something in the the chat here regarding the frequencies, the link that discusses that. Todd said that Yankee Paramotor said that he didn't have enough bandwidth to download the new Zoom, but he did give me he pointed me in the right direction. So there's the
Awesome.
link.
Awesome. Do we have any questions in the chat, or is everybody good? I really enjoyed this this get together tonight, you know, talking about the stuff and talking about, you know, the
Usually
comms.
don't.
I love Monday nights. I love Tuesday nights. I love Wednesday, Thursdays, and Sunday nights. It's just awesome. I really enjoy these shows. I really do.
Me too, Sean. Me too. You guys,
Absolutely.
everybody's my para family, and yeah, I look forward to every night we have our shows and hanging out. I love it. And watching.
Does
you guys
anybody
all-
know
It's good.
Does anybody know what?
if there's going to be a show tomorrow night? Skinny Chef Shane is in kind of moderate signal area. It's his show.
It's Ohio, Brian. You know how that is, technology.
Oh,
Well, I think everybody knows that on
Yeah.
Tuesday nights we have Never Trust
Okay.
Skinny Chef Shane's show. We may not have it because of signal and stuff, but you can always find him over at ppgshane.com. On Wednesday nights, we have an all-female cast with Flying Flamingo Jade at paramotorgirl.com.
Yeah.
And Thursday, there's something going on. But what was that? Thursday, something. What's that on Thursday?
paraglidingtalk.com.
There we go. Awesome. I always got to let Linda do it, you know, for her to say paraglidingtalk.com.
I know Robert says it better, but
Yeah,
yeah,
he does.
awesome show coming up on Thursday, so you don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss
By
any of
the
these
way,
guys.
Eric Lear says there will be a show tomorrow night.
Whoa,
So-
Oh,
I
wow.
like that.
Well, Eric spoke then. Yes. Yeah.
If
wait a
Eric says it,
minute.
it must be true.
Wait. Where was Eric tonight? I mean, I saw beautiful Jade, but where was Mr. Lear hiding out tonight, Jade?
He's working on some stuff for Girls Just Want to Fly.
Oh, okay. He's like your assistant, huh? You're the boss. You're the manager. He's like the assistant manager.
Right.
I love it.
That's
Girls
awesome.
rock. Girls rule. That's it. That's what I'm gonna
I am the low-paid employee, kind of like child labor.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I'm like Robert. I'm the PR, but it doesn't mean payroll. Okay. I try, but I'm still waiting. I'm like,
Eric with
okay,
that labor of love.
I'm
Show
not
me the
the
money,
P-
Robert. Show me
I-
the money.
I'm not a PR, I'm a peon.
Peon.
No, we're doing some stuff here for
Cool.
Jade, and there's
Oh.
Nice.
I'm in
Girls
trouble
just want
now.
to fly.
I know.
So,
so bring a
can you-
fistful of singles.
Nice. I'll bring fives and tens.
all right. Can we see that sign again real quick? I'll put you on spotlight so we can see it.
Right.
Stickers, 5,
Ooh.
large 12. Girls just want to fly.
Awesome.
Girls, shirt sizes, ML. What?
Nice.
What? Why are you yelling at me?
Yeah, shirts got fixed.
I love my shirt, by the way. I really do. I think you should have stuck with that because I
The
think that was
collector's
better.
edition. I thought about wearing it tonight,
Right? It's a limited production. It's
but
gonna be
then
worth
I decided better of it. I decided I want to remain friends with Eric.
Thank you,
I
Brian.
think it was awesome. I really loved it.
I love my shirt from.
I love both my shirts. I got 2 shirts from Jade.
This is the best from Flying Flamingo.
They are
So
really
super
warm.
comfortable. I know.
They're really
So
warm, so I
comfortable.
can't wait for
Yeah.
winter because I'll be
Yeah.
flying in that during the winter time.
And I ordered a shirt for Mark last night, from yesterday or whatever. So I'm pretty excited. I'm supposed to get it tomorrow.
Mark McElroy from
Yeah. Yes, I
From
know. I was like,
ParalifePPG.com.
yeah. Yes. Yep, I got it. I ordered a shirt from him, so I should get it tomorrow. I'm super.
I tend to remember people's .coms more than anything else.
I know.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I know. We do. It's like yeah, .com. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a really fun show. Hopefully we'll see what's going on next week. Is this the 30th already? Like of August? Like
Yeah.
last Monday of August?
Yep.
So this is episode 86. And that means that we'll have episode 100 November or December 6th on that Monday, that first Monday of December. We'll hit episode 100.
That's exciting.
And then on January 1st, New Year's, we're going to be on our 3rd season.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe that.
Where's the time going, guys? This is crazy. Oh,
JP, are we doing the group shot tonight, or are we just not? Okay.
well, we should have done that before where we had everybody.
I even messaged JP and I said, don't forget.
Well, you know
I
that we can
forgot.
always go back to, earlier and take a screenshot
Okay.
of
Yeah.
everyone that was in.
Back to the future.
Yeah, everyone that was here originally. Let's see, it's 8:11, and we don't have anything to give away unless you want some stickers. If you do want some stickers, go to ClearPropTV.com, fill out that little form right there, and we'll send you out some free stickers just for following up that form.
Real quick, just for ready? 1, 2, everybody smile. Jade. Eric. Perfect. Excellent.
Gotta breathe,
I
gotta
love
breathe.
it. I love it. Wait, where was Tommy tonight? Dang it, I missed my peeps. What the heck?
Tommy, I don't know. He hasn't been on our show for a while. He's been working a lot. So
Yeah, sure.
I think that he finally gets home about, halfway through the show. He's probably watching it, but just, falling asleep
Yeah.
listening to it. But we love you, buddy. We miss you, man. He's our tow operator on the weekends when we have our tow clinics. We got a scooter tow, and it's really fun. I enjoy working with Tommy. I wish that you guys all lived closer so we could hang out more. I really enjoy hanging out with you guys over at the fly-ins. I wish that there was more locally that everybody could come over here and hang out with.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So anyway, anybody have anything else to say that they want to talk about, or?
Hey, I have a quick question for you people. I pulled up one of my YouTube videos and noticed that there is a commercial in the middle of it, which I thought I had to okay that.
Yeah. I see the same crap on mine, dude. I don't have ads turned on.
Yeah, like if I'm not making money from that, I don't want ads in the middle of my videos. What's you guys-
It could be because you have a song or something on your thing that somebody has
Copyright
claimed
claim?
copyrighted.
Oh, yeah. I have lots of copyright claims. That could be it for me.
Yeah, John Wayne just sent us $9.99 in the super chat. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you.
How long is your video?
Thank you, Cowboy.
Is it over 10 minutes?
No, it's like 29 seconds.
It's
Wait.
maybe because you're putting cats in dryers.
Yeah, public service announcements.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Oh Lordy. Oh Lordy. See how I hang with you guys and my girl.
Are the ads that they put on it are for like dryer sheets or something like that? I'm just curious.
It's so funny. or cat litter. I don't know, right? Cat litter, dryer sheets. It could be any of
Oh
those.
my God. Yeah, pretty much. That's funny.
All right,
I never
man.
thought of that. I never thought of that. Oh my gosh. You got to be careful what you put on there, JP, because it could get a little bit weird, okay?
Yeah.
Kelby Cox, no after show. Too many people are flying. It's like, nice to go fly, and it's summertime. Now, we'll probably start doing more after shows when it gets darker sooner, less people are flying, wintertime, cold. Which reminds me, real quick, cold, winter. Who goes flying when it's cold, wintertime, and how cold do you fly? I mean, me personally, at 32 degrees, I don't fly anything lower than that. I tried at 29 degrees and only flew for 20 minutes. My hands, even with electric gloves, were so numb I could barely even land. So I think I'm comfortable at about 40 degrees and up with electric gloves. How about you guys? Yeah, Flying Flamingo Jade, 9 degrees so far. Burr.
I live in Alabama, man. We don't have winter. We have summer, long summer, and then a little bit of spring in the fall. Nah, I've flown at 39 degrees, and it was way colder than I wanted.
Yeah, I got cold weather gear, but Burr. Anybody else fly when it's really, really cold, or are you guys just summertime?
I did my limit or my record is same as Jade's at 9 degrees. I found electric gloves are an absolute must. Don't even think about doing it because your digits being up like this with the blood already dropping down out of them, and the airflow going right there, it just blasts that cold air with the wind chill and everything. It's blasting your fingers. If you don't have some serious hand protection, don't even try, because the first time I tried it was at like 25 degrees and I thought I was going to lose my hands. I had to make almost an emergency landing that day. Yeah, it was kind of scary. As cold as it, yeah.
You don't have to wonder if your batteries died in your gloves.
Yeah. You got to be careful for that too.
Well, I guess you need your hands to pull the brakes on landing, and you need your feet to run. So, you know, staying warm is important.
Absolutely. Necessity.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to design better gloves that are more wind resistant, because all the gloves that I've got that are electric, the air just flows right through and it still, freezes me, even though I got the electric gloves on. I had to put those gloves, the
latex gloves
over the top, but they always seem to rip, and some of them fit. Somebody last year, God, who was it, started to make some gloves that went over the gloves that were wind resistant, but the extra large that I got didn't even fit over my gloves, so that didn't even seem to work. Darn it. Anybody have any, I don't know, tips or tricks when it comes to staying warm in the wintertime?
Good gear.
Yeah.
Good suit.
Thick gear. That really sucks when you're trying to. Does anybody have any problems wearing gloves and trying to launch?
Yeah, I mean, it's a total trade-off. I mean, you can get the glove, the heated liners, which are the thinnest, and put some sort of windbreaker type liner over that. But everything you do is a loss of dexterity. And I mean, you could drop your brake on accident and don't even realize it. Not naming the names, might have done it. But yeah, I mean, you can, it's a problem. The more gloves you put on, you can't even get your hand in the throttle anymore.
Using hand warmers, jump in the car and head south, fly a tandem, bring a cute girl, David Ruff. Sean Nesker says electric heated, yeah.
For me,
Try
it's
ski.
real easy
Mark H said try ski gloves.
to lose.
I will say goggles, yeah. Goggles are, because your face is the next thing to go. I would say after your hands, your face and your neck, very important. I would say though, I learned to fly in the spring/summer, and I, flew multiple times a week that whole first year. And then when winter came, I was still, like a crackhead, not willing to not fly just because it was cold. And I was still flying multiple times a week, in the teens, Fahrenheit temperatures. And I found that flying with gloves on and big bulky gear and getting good with all that gear on made me that much better once I took all the gear back off. If you're able to figure it out without that dexterity, once you get that dexterity back, it's like cheating almost, you know, like that was a big thing for me is after that first winter of flying, going back into the summer, you know, with a t-shirt and shorts on and having my fingers back, it was like, oh my God, it's so easy now, you know? And,
Yeah.
So.
My fingers seem to be the only thing that gets really cold. Everything else is tolerable.
Yeah.
It gets cold, but my fingers, when I lose this, well, you can't fly. And
that's something else I would
right.
say. If you're looking into electric gloves, make sure you get electric gloves that have the heating elements that go down the fingers and not just in the palm.
Yeah.
Because that makes a huge difference. Because this is where the blood flow is you're gonna get the coldest on your tips. And if you're just heating your palms, you know, it helps because, you know, it has to go through your palm to get to your finger. But still, if you can get the elements that just tip.
Tip touch too low. Ching.
Yeah. TTT.
TTT.
TikTok too low?
TikTok too low. T cubed. TTT.
You'll find him on Instagram. Yeah.
I think that's the next thing I need to probably do is try to make some gloves that stay warm no matter how cold it gets, even at 9 degrees. I got those face masks and stuff that I can put on, and I got, you know, that cold weather running gear that I can put on underneath, you know, that Nike stuff. Man, I don't get cold anywhere. But
okay, so how about this? Everybody's flying with air-cooled engines. What about a liquid-cooled engine? That you know where the cooling comes from? Your body, because it's heating your suit.
Ooh. Like a Cosmos. A Cosmos is liquid cooled, and if you could circulate that, don't
get one of those though. Those old astronaut suits that has all the tubes going throughout it, man. You fly with that as your flight suit. Just saying. I mean, if you want to fly the North Pole.
I think we got something here, boys. Mm-hmm.
Who was the guy that flew to the top of Mount Everest?
Royalties paid to pptbrian.com.
Hey, you're the engineer, Brian.
Necessity is the mother of invention. I'll tell you that. And if you have to stay warm, you'll figure out how the hell to do it. That's all I'll say.
That's right. You tell him, hey, Val. Woo! That's right. Want to stay warm? You better figure it out.
I think we're gonna have to figure out a way of doing that with the trike, because the trike with a liquid cooled 4-stroke would be a safer motor, and of course you're sitting down, so you know you don't have to worry about that extra weight and the tubes going in and around into your space suit to keep everything warm. Why not? Okay, on a trike, why can we not enclose the trike and keep the cab warm? Is that something? Is that something that's possible?
I can't imagine.
I mean, is that possible?
Yeah, you're taking away everything that's great about,
You'd be like in a bubble, like.
Sean Nasser in the chat says he's going to end up cooking myself like a chicken in my suit.
Yeah, you're right. You're going to get to a point. It's going to be a completely different.
He's like, I smell like chicken tonight.
That could happen. That could very well happen.
I guess we're gonna have to figure out something to be able to do. Nick said if you can do it, if it's under 254 pounds, then yeah, why not? John Wayne says it's called an airplane.
He's got that right.
Yeah, that's called an airplane, but
yeah,
you know, when it's cold out, you know, for the people that want to fly when it's cold, you know, maybe a trike that's enclosed, encapsulated, that has a heated cab. I think that might work. You know,
it is kind of.
They do make them. They do make them.
Oh yeah.
It's usually experimental aircraft, and sport pilot's license needed at a minimum.
What?
But
Having an enclosed, if it's under 254 pounds, we can still fly it under FAR 103.
oh yeah, but the ones I'm thinking of are not under that weight limit.
Huh. That might be something I need to look into, especially before winter comes around.
See, that could be as winter rolls in, whatever, then on one of our shows, right? We can talk about how do we freaking stay warm up in the air.
I'm gonna write this down
In
because
Wisconsin, you drive to Florida and then you fly.
That's true. Now, wait a minute. Florida, is it flyable year round, even during the wintertime?
Oh hell yeah!
Really? What's the coldest that it gets to? Like, December, January.
Well, they'll have freezes.
Uh-huh.
They will have some freezes, but they're not very common. And I mean, there's, I would say, almost year round is flyable. The worst part about Florida is the middle of the summertime. It's just so hot.
Right. But as soon as you get up in the air, like 2,000-3,000 feet, it's like an air conditioner.
But then when you have to go down, then
Well, we don't want to go down.
now like downtown, like hit the ground, you know what I mean? It's just like when you're going altitude.
I'm just thinking about this enclosed cockpit thing. I mean, is there a way of doing it? I mean, I love flying, right? I love flying. Anytime I
You
get the
need to
chance.
invent something, then you'll be rich.
I don't think that you're going to be rich for having like
You never know. You never know. Just saying.
Wow. Huh.
You never know. Oh, guys, it could happen.
Something to think about for sure. Well, if you guys can think of any way of making a enclosed cockpit, if you're foot launching, I definitely want to know. Triking, that kind of makes sense. It's like a fuselage. I mean, it's just like an airplane. You could do that.
You might as well like fly a golf cart, because live in Arizona, these guys in the wintertime, yes, they would go golfing there, and their little golf carts would be all,
Angela Preslick says, solution, y'all come to Vegas. All right.
I love you, Angela.
I guess there's no reason you couldn't take like something like a Cole and it's a tricycle gear, ultralight, true ultralight, single person, cut the wing off, cut the tail boom off, and leave the engine and cockpit wheels and turn it into like a powered parachute or a powered paraglider. You could be the first.
Oh, wow.
And then you can have your enclosed canopy with your little vents that you can open for AC and stuff like that. And you'll be under 254 pounds.
Well, you always have AC at about 5,000 feet, no matter
And
what.
if you thought Will Fly had a lot of thrust with the Moster 185 on his back, wait till you have Rotax 502 or 503. Yeah, man.
There you go. You guys, I'm seeing the vision. I am. I'm visualizing. Visualizing is very important. Yeah. I'm telling you, it could happen.
We're going to have to do it. We're dropping down on viewers, and a lot of people are dropping out. We only have a couple of people left here, so I guess we can close out. Yeah. I guess we can close out the show. I really appreciate everyone. And, everything's been great. Brian or Will or Jade, JP, anybody have any more stories you want to say or tell, or are you guys good for the night?
I think we're good. JP,
Paramotor NC.
Good on you.
Ben says, just saran wrap your trike.
Saran wrap. Hey, you know what? Yeah. We can saran wrap us and foot launch, and there's our enclosure.
There you go.
Oh, Saran wrap. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I think that would work with like the type of trike that has the two bars, like Jade and Eric have, like the trike buggy. Put some saran wrap over the top. Like it's just a nice little cockpit,
You might as well make it bubble wrap, You know,
Bubble wrap. Yeah, keep it safer too.
There you go.
And give you something to do while you're up there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to keep it as primitive as possible. That's why I like my retractor trike. I mean, when I take off, I snatch that front wheel underneath me, and I'm like flying a foot launch unit ever since then. I don't want all this stuff in front of me, and I think that is the draw to a paramotor is being out there, man, feeling, getting those bugs in your mouth flying low, and feeling the wind in your face, man.
Feeling that 9-degree wind.
Right, that's where it's at.
Did you say the bugs in your mouth?
Yeah,
some
are more tasty than others.
It's extra protein. Extra protein for your diet.
The crunchy on your teeth and everything, be like, yeah.
Ooh, Dewey said heated harness.
Ooh.
Let me write that one down. We'll call it the Dewey. We'll call it the Milstead heated harness.
How the heck does that work?
I'm writing this down because there's some good stuff. I'm really looking into trying different things, and I appreciate everybody, even if wrapped lightly. What? Oh, Sean said even if wrapped lightly. Okay. All right, guys. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and sign off. I guess we can start with Flying Flamingo Jade real quick. You got something going on Wednesdays, correct? What's going on Wednesdays, darling?
You betcha. Girls Just Want to Fly at 7 p.m. Central, and we've got a young lady from Louisiana. Excited to share her story of how she got into foot launch PPG. Come check it out.
If you guys can, go over to paramotorgirl.com, hit subscribe, and hit that bell notification for Jade. I mean, that really, truly helps y'all, and definitely appreciate it. We also got Brian Haybillwaller, and you can always find him at ppgbrian.com. Now, tell us a little bit about your channel and what you do on it, Brian.
Yeah, my channel it's mostly paramotors now. It's a little bit about my greenhouse. It used to be about hiking and waterfalls and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's mostly paramotors now. Everywhere I go, it's I just want to fly with people, and hopefully I can come to your state and fly one day soon. But I just had a great trip. I went to multiple states and flew. Ooh, look at there, 444 subscribers.
Wow. Who wants to be 445? Go to ppgbrian.com.
So anyway, I make a few YouTube videos, and I just have fun in life, and I document my adventures just for the fun of it, so my friends and my family can see it. And it looks like a lot of other people are watching it too, which is cool.
Excellent.
Well, we see all the videos that Brian or that JP has watched, and all the ones that he has not watched. So Brian or JP, you need to watch more of his stuff.
Does it show you that?
No worries. I totally get that. No worries.
How do you see that?
Because of the red line underneath that you watch.
No, that just means I haven't finished it.
No, that means that you. No, that means
really.
Yep. If you watched it, you got a red line across, and it shows you.
Busted, JP.
Yeah,
I totally get it, man. I am just as bad about most of y'all.
Okay, here's the thing: is I love all you guys so much, but I do not have enough. There's not enough hours in the day to keep up with everybody's channels. Like it's
JP, I was just messing with you.
No, and it's something I feel guilty about. It's funny that you mentioned that because with Will and my buddy Adam and Brian, everybody has awesome channels, and if I wish I could just not work and go to fly-ins and keep up with everybody's channels all the time, but I swear there's just not enough hours in the day. It's
don't close that screen, JP. I got something to say. Yeah, first of all, yeah, I completely get it, man. I mean, there isn't enough time in the day. So look at right there in the middle row, the second video.
You did it. Oh yeah.
No, but go back so that we can see the thumbnail.
Aww.
There. Tell me that Brian wouldn't make an awesome freaking Captain Kirk. I mean, that's just like William Shatner right there.
Yeah.
I hear you, bro.
I think kind of resemblance. Yeah.
JP, I totally get it though, man. I used to dedicate, I still do, I try to, a lot of time on my Sundays to catch up with my friends' YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of friends, and all of them, a lot of them with Paramotors, have YouTube channels,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of them make pretty good videos. Some of them make better than others. Will's are okay, but I will watch them anyway. And but no, yeah, I mean, I feel the same obligation to try to keep up with my friends' videos, and I don't do a good job of it. So, I mean, I totally get it.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up.
I was just messing with you too. I didn't want this to be like a
No. I'm glad you brought it up because it's something I've always wanted to, I guess, have a reason to address. I don't want people out there and people in the chat, if I'm not commenting on your videos, don't take it personally. Like I wish there was more time.
There's only one person that watches everything from everybody, and that's Linda Anderson.
Yeah.
Right.
When I'm retired, that's what I'll
That's
do.
right.
I'll just
know.
watch all you guys' stuff all day.
I mean, if she could share her screen, she would go through like this, and everything would be red underneath
Everything
all
would
the
be
way.
red,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I would.
I mean, I get it.
I
I
do.
get it. I'm not sorry for it, but I do get it. I'm not sorry that I don't get to watch it. I mean, because the truth is, I concentrate on living life versus, I put what time I can into making videos because my friends and family want to see what's going on. But my main priority is going out and having fun. And that's why I wasn't on every show when I was traveling, and that kind of thing. So, I mean, we all have our priorities, and, living your life to the fullest should be the top of it.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I follow like everybody's videos, and I support you all. I do. Hit that like, I see that. I may not maybe like actually watch a video, but I see, oh, that's and then I hit the like and I hit subscribe if I haven't subscribed or whatever to that channel. And that's what I do.
And look at this jerk, Will Fly guy with 7 and
the Will Fly guy.
Go back to Will Fly, man. Don't leave him.
look at this guy, Will Fly. What the hell is he doing?
5.43.
Look at this guy.
Killing it. He must be raking in the dough.
Man.
I turned monetization off because I hate those freaking ads interrupting the video,
How much is it for that amount of views? Is it much? Is it?
No, nothing. And you ain't gonna retire on it. I can tell you.
Yeah.
Oh man, there goes my sugar daddy.
Maybe buy yourself a cup of
I mean,
coffee.
Yeah, we don't have to get into the stats. I mean, we were looking at, you can look up how much money anybody that is monetized their channel on YouTube is making.
Right.
That's basically public information. And
You can?
we were looking at people like Tucker Gott and stuff like that. I mean, there's a reason they have a merchandise store and stuff like that. Even if you're getting tens of thousands of views, you're not making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not enough to, pay all the bills.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
But-
Plus, you spend all the time on putting a video together. The last thing you want to do is break it up,
Exactly.
Right,
No, that's
right,
why
with
I hate making
commercials.
a part 1, 2, and 3, and stuff like that. But my goal has never been to make money on YouTube. But looking at how Will Fly, obviously he's put a lot of time into his videos, each and every video editing, and there, it shows. Sometimes I just cut and paste some clips together, but and his channel has gone from, I don't know, less than 1,000 subscribers to over almost 5,500 subscribers.
No time. Yeah, you're gonna beat me in no time.
In a year,
Hey.
Yeah, look for Sean Symons.
You got like 20-something thousand subscribers.
Yeah, PPG Grandpa has 1.4, but
I get it. The bigger you get, the faster you grow.
right. And look at, I got 2,315 videos.
2,000?
Yes.
Dang, man, you pump out some videos now, but you do have your PPG Grandpa. Doesn't it have 20,000, over 20,000 subscribers?
Yeah.
20.6 right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, it's a lot of subscribers. I don't know what the perfect formula is. Obviously, both of y'all are just killing it at YouTube. Sean puts out a ton of content, and that seems to be doing it. Obviously, you got the live streams and stuff like that going on, podcast. That's got your numbers up.
I'll never forget the video that Sean put out about the tomato. How many views does that have?
Yeah, go back to the Sean Symons one. Yeah, type in Sean Symons at the search. Yeah, type in Sean Symons how to dice a tomato. There it is.
Yeah, this popped up for me today when I was just at YouTube. I wasn't at your channel. I was just at YouTube and this popped up.
2.5 million views.
At least 3 of those people know how to slice a tomato.
Yeah. So this is only 1 minute and 22 seconds. And this was one of my.
I think that's key too, is having them short, because nobody has time to sit around and watch a half-hour video.
No.
A half an hour video on how to slice a tomato. That would be tough.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to drop a 20-minute video on moonshiners, and all it is.
Well, if it's good, that's one thing. If you can keep the audience,
Well, a selected audience. I mean, literally, I came up, I put together, I had like 300 video clips, and I pulled them together, and I edited them, and I got it down to like 35 minutes. I kept editing, trying to get below 20 minutes. And I mean, if you have it below, above a certain amount, people just want to click on it.
Yeah.
I think Will Fly's got to figure it out. He doesn't put out a video more than once a week. They're top-notch videos, and they're all just under 10 minutes, and people watch the heck out of them really quick.
Yeah, because they have really good content. So you can make a 10-minute video if it has good content like Will does. Me, I put a 10-minute video out and no one watches it because I'm not putting out good content. It's just crap. Now, the ones that I do put out there is like raw paramotor footage. Those get lots of hits because people just want to watch, and listen because, they're not flying yet. So they're just sitting there with their 3D goggles on and pretending that they're flying a paramotor for an hour. So, that's something that people like is the raw.
Are those 3D videos, Sean?
You can make them 360, yes.
I'll have to catch up with you about that sometime. I've always wondered how to do that because I've got a 360 camera, but I never figured out how to load it so that you can watch it in full 360. I think that'd be pretty cool.
You just upload it to YouTube and in the.
I did that. It didn't work.
By the way, I appreciate the educational slicing up the tomato here, man. That's
I know.
I'm glad everybody knows.
Try it that way next.
How in the heck?
Hey, Paramotor NC said that he makes a really good point. The best part of YouTube has not been money or subs. It's about connecting with other people who are passionate about paramotors.
That's right.
Or dicing tomatoes.
Or dicing
Okay, so here you go.
Yeah, and when I put out my 20-minute video on moonshiners, it's not going to be, the world can watch it, but it's not designed for the world. It's designed for the people I shared that experience with at moonshiners and my friends and family that want to see it. So some people will watch it all the way through, but a lot of people won't.
And Angela Presley just said, Will's videos are stories. I love that. And yes, that's what he does. He puts out stories. And so does Tucker Gott. When he puts out a video, it's a story. So you can get really engrossed in 10 minutes because it's a story. It's awesome.
So what will get most views? I'm thinking about, obviously I'm going to put out a video on my Gus front landing. Should I just make it the 1.5, 2 minutes of the gnarly landing, or should I make it a 5 to 10 minute video showing the story on the leading and trailing edge?
Do the story, because apparently the stories work. That 360 video.
That's crazy, man.
Copy that URL and then open up Chrome
Does it look different?
Yeah. So now open up Chrome browser.
It is in Chrome.
That is Chrome?
Yeah.
All right. We'll have to talk. Then you probably upload it incorrectly then.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know. Oh, well. Anywho.
Go to your phone real quick and look on the YouTube app at that video. Because maybe it's the YouTube app.
I think it's the way I did it because I looked at it on my phone before and it
Did not work? Okay.
no, it didn't work. I think there's something I'm doing wrong, but
All right, just get up with me tomorrow and I'll
yeah, it's
with-
whatever. It's just no biggie.
Or we can do it right now. I mean, that's a good how-to. No, I don't think anybody wants to watch that.
No, it's a little late. Otherwise, I would take you up on that. Yeah.
Ryan, Angela's vote is that you do the story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
do a story of how you almost got pummeled out of the sky. Get a real exaggerating
Like,
thumbnail.
woo,
and-
we're going to fly some hot air balloons. And
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Like, man, that cloud looks nasty. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Hey, you know that you can ask DP to be your narrator because he has an awesome radio DJ voice.
Let's hear it. Oh, DP. Yeah.
DP,
He
right?
does, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He can sing.
Yeah,
He's
he
good.
does. Yeah, he does.
He's
I
gonna.
got a scene.
You got what?
I got a scene of DP and his radio talk here. He got a clip of it in my Moonshiners video, but let me see if I can find the raw version here to play for y'all.
Where is DP tonight?
Because I already asked DP if he would narrate my my video. I'm doing a paramotor documentary. You can go to paramotordocumentary.com to learn more about it, of course. But he's going to be the narrator for it.
Cool.
He already said he would. So you're stuck, DP. You got to do it. You already said you
Right.
were.
Or I will find you, DP. Right.
Yeah, Will does really good stories. I really like his videos. Don't know how you're making so many views per video. I mean, are you putting them out there anyplace else, like the link on Facebook, Reddit, or anything like that? Or
I put them on Facebook. I mean, the groups, which I've joined a bunch of the groups because I like to keep up with all things paramotor, but I'll put them on Facebook. On those groups. I'll
Don't
link to the
keep
video.
telling Will all this stuff because his head's gonna get so big that we're gonna be
I know, it's
like,
already got
and
20,000
he'll be like,
subs.
hey Will, he'll be like, and you are?
Will Fly, even though his head's getting big, he has a Moster 185 now. He can get off the ground.
I know. I'm telling you.
Listen to this.
I had the same size.
Tony Marzano says, if you're a good narrator, it makes the video better. But if you don't say anything, it gets really boring. Unless, of course, you've got really good flying or flying into a hay bale.
And it was still a Brian story, though. I mean, he walked us through the entire hay bale thing. I mean, it was.
Oh, yeah.
Story.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
And now that I learned about motion, I bought motion, and I'm going to look into how to actually use the darn thing. That's a lot. That's a lot. I didn't
Motion
realize.
it really is a lot to learn. It's like a new language, just like Final Cut or any of the other programs.
So fun. You can start your own video class.
Just there
Like
you
people,
go, man. I tell you
photographers,
what.
they do photography classes. You could do.
If Will Fly started a how to edit videos
Yeah.
on Final Cut and Motion, I would subscribe to his channel.
Absolutely.
There's a
too, man.
gazillion of them on YouTube already. I mean, full courses and stuff. So, yeah.
But Will, cool. You kind of figured all of that stuff out on your own, huh? You just got in there and just
Started
Googled
playing with it.
everything, like
That's right.
how
And then when
how to, and
yeah, and when I wanted to know, something, I'd YouTube it.
All right, here we go. I think we got DP with a little DJ background going on here.
All right.
No doubt. That water was awesome. So when you come back, air mattresses work great.
Anytime you want.
Sometime today.
Yeah. We're all getting old here.
All right, that's all you get for now.
That was awesome, man.
Oh
Wait,
man,
wait,
what
DP
more?
Clear for takeoff. You know, he was pretty good, man. We had
That's so
we had
wrong.
some good times at that fly-in, dude. It was crazy. But it's hard to follow the Will Fly video where he lands in the water and he meets God, and it was
Who's good?
you're pretty creative, man. That's all good stuff for sure. But it'll be fun. I'll drop it, and I try to spread my videos out just a little bit. That way, the video that I just put out in New York gets a chance to get a few views before I put a new one out.
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
very cool. Very cool.
Guys, it's getting late.
All right.
What is it really?
Always a pleasure.
Love you,
Like I said,
JP.
not enough hours in the day. I wish I had all day to hang out and chat and
That's true.
like that.
I know.
Well, we appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for joining us. I really wasn't. I didn't even know if I was going to do the show tonight, but I'm glad we did. Everything worked out great. JP Tulo from jptulo.com or ppgjp.com. Brian Haybill Waller, you can find him at ppgbrian.com. Will Fly, ppg.com. ParamonUSA.com. And me, you can find me at iflyparamotors.com.
Right. That's right. This was fun tonight. I had a blast.
JP's trying to keep up.
You're going too fast.
I'm
Going
getting
too
all
fast.
this here. What is all this going on?
Yeah, we got Will Fly. All right.
We'll fly
Fly.
again. We'll fly again.
Got two
And-
PPG Grandpas. You got PPG Grandpa and Sean Simons.
Hey.
I don't think there's a Paramount, is there?
No,
This is-
Paramount USA goes to ParamountUSA.com
Facebook?
goes to her Facebook page.
So which one is your altered ego, Sean?
One what?
Is Sean Simons or PPG Grandpa? Which one's your altered ego?
Well, Sean Simons was my original one that I've had like forever. That has everything on there from weight
boy on
loss
there.
to running mud runs and all my crazy. And then I made the PPG Grandpa one just for
Oh
PPG,
boy.
just for me flying, but I don't really use that one very much because I'm always on my Sean Simons. I don't know. No alter ego. I'm just a guy that likes to fly.
I just a guy.
With 20,000 subs.
With 20,600 subs.
That could
Those
be a
count.
t-shirt. I'm just a guy who likes to fly.
In the sky.
It's
and
just
the sky.
physics.
Which will fly.
Eating rye.
I tell no lie.
We'll fly,
Oh my
we'll swim,
God.
we'll kayak,
I feel
we'll
like
paddle.
two claps.
We'll see.
And that kayaking was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I got some tree footage. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
I love that creek, man. I mean, that is just awesome to have something like that right
Oh my
by the
God.
LC, you know?
Awesome blossom. Again,
No doubt. That's a big old brown trout in it too. Oh wait, no, those are rainbow trout. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
You think I'm kidding? I put my GoPro underwater and there was like 30 trout over 12 inches long swam by. It was crazy.
It's amazing how you can't see them. I mean, how they just kind of blend right in, you know?
You didn't believe me to start with.
No, I didn't.
And then he put on my polarized glasses. It made all the difference in the world, didn't it?
Sure did. Yep.
That's awesome. Awesome.
All right. Well, it's time to bail. Hey, I
Yeah.
got a bail.
Hey, it's time to bail. So
Hey.
thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. It's almost 9 o'clock. Thank you for all the chatters out there. Thank you for everybody that joined us today in the chat. Thank you for everyone that joined us here on the panel. Totally appreciate you. Make sure you join us every Monday night at ClearPropTV.com. Go over and check out Shane's show on Tuesday nights at ppgshane.com. On Wednesday night, we got Flying Flamingo Jade at ParamotorGirl.com. And then on Thursdays, what's that Thursday thing? Come on, Paramom, help me out. What's that one?
Paraglidingtalk.com.
Right. And then there's
Be there, be
going on.
square.
Nothing going on Friday, nothing going on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we got our Paramotor Nation. So,
That's it.
so who's going to take the Friday and Saturday spots? Anybody?
Brian was interested
I
in
think
it.
Friday and Saturday stuff,
Nope.
that's just the weekend
Yeah,
thing.
Brian should. We call it the hay bale.
Then it's settled.
There we go.
Hey, y'all enjoy my show without me on Friday and Saturday night. So
Y'all have,
take whatever direction you want to go, man.
y'all have a good one. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Safe, everybody.
Peace.
Thank you, chatters.
Night.
Night, y'all.